'cause the stillness of the night, under the moon's cold watchful light, lies a town with no name, shadows holding tight. Every star a secret, every breeze a sigh. Whiskey bottles clink in the grip of spectral hands. Echoes of laughter, ghosts at play. Dust storms swirl where the old church no longer stands. This cursed land where daylight dares not stay. Buried deep in the desert wind, where hearts are lost and sins are skinned. Whispers roam on a vengeful gust. In this silent desert, trust is just dust. She was love wrapped in a riddle, a fleeting song. Left me with a kiss, laced with deceit. Promised forever, but by dawn she was gone. Footprints leading nowhere, a story incomplete. By the tracks they laughed with a plan so crude. Her new lover ran a bullet with my name. In the ghost of a town, solitude, solitude. A burning church, my heart aflame. Buried deep in the desert wind, where love's a ghost and hope has thinned. Echoes of a train, a distant rust. In this silent desert, love turns to dust. I saw her face, haunting the ruins, a spectral trace. Fired a shot into the howling dark, revenge, a bitter spark. Now I'm just a whisper in the desert wind, fate sealed by a love that's sin. This outlaw heart forever bound to a cursed silence in a ghost town found. So here I lay under starless skies, buried by the desert where my old love lies. Forgotten like the graves we never blessed. In the dust we find our final rest. In the shadow of a ghost town, where the whispers know my name, dust chokes the wind, sweet cry, and the sky wears a stain. Whiskey bottles clink like bells in forgotten saloon graves. Each step stirs the tales of the damned and the brave. There's blood on the hollow sky, red as the setting sun. Echoes of a lonesome train where my redemption's none. No prayer left to whisper here under the cursed moon's rise. Just the ghosts of my past and the truth I despise. A love as fierce as wildfire, lost in a preacher's life. Her vows turned to ash in a church that now just cries. Betrayal came like a dust storm, fast and blurring right from wrong. Left me with a heart full of bullets in this outlaw song. There's blood on the hollow sky, red as her loved ones burned. Pain rolls like thunder through the sins that I've learned. No cross to bear my burden beneath these cursed stars, guys. Just the path I walked and the death I've earned. edge of my deeds and the man I'm running from. An outlaw's life, a shadow's fate with each setting of the sun. Revenge, a bitter drought from which I can't unrun. There's blood on the hollow sky, my tale's fading light. I'm the ghost in the whispering wind, a specter in the night. This land holds my secrets like a lover's final sigh, bound to this silence where even shadows die. Out where the whistling winds moan through the thorns lies a prairie so cursed it weeps and it mourns. Under skies painted with the brush of the crow, black whiskey in hand where no clear rivers flow. Echoes of train whistles crying through the night, burning church shadows cast by pale moonlight. On a prairie, sing your sorrowful tune under the watch of a blood-red moon. Ghosts of the past in the dust they lay, lost love and betrayal, on this ground they stay. Years ago a love blossomed wild and free, till it was cut down beneath the old hangman's tree. He promised her roses but delivered only thorns, left her heart as barren as the lamb's forlorn. In the town now forgotten with graves overgrown, her spirit wanders forever alone. Haunted prairie, sing your sorrowful tune under the watch of a blood-red moon. Ghosts of the past in the dust they lay, lost love and betrayal, on this ground they stay. In the silence of the desert he hears her call, from the shadows of the church to the old town hall. With a gun by his side and revenge in his eyes, he seeks the man who told those fatal lies. A showdown looms under the haunted sky, only one will live, the other will die. A haunted prairie, cursed souls roam. Now he joins her, never again to roam. In the land of the lost, where the sad winds sigh, love and vengeance beneath the endless sky. Every note like a whisper of the restless dead plays on in the prairie where the darkest tales are bred. Out where the dust storms trace their scars, underneath the moonlit ghost of stars, my boots stir graves where our dreams did dwell. In the silent desert, my private hell, Whiskey whispers from my flask so cold, echoes of your laughter, tales we told. I'm riding through the lost love, down cursed tracks, each mile a memory, no turning back. The train whistle moans through the burning night, where love turned dark as church fires light. Oh, I'm riding through the lost love. Once a tender love lit our way, till betrayal set our skies to gray. You danced with shadows, left me the blame. Now every sandstorm whispers your name. In a ghost town your promise decayed, beside the church where our vows were prayed. Still riding through the lost love, down cursed tracks, each mile a memory, no turning back. The train whistle cries like a soul in flight, chasing shadow into the edge of night. Yes, I'm riding through the lost love. At the crossroads you stood in the fading light, your silhouette a specter fleeing in the night. My heart a revolver with bullets of pain, triggered by the storm in the pouring rain. Now I'm riding through the lost love, past every lie, where the truth burns under a vengeful sky. Lonesome and worn, but my path is clear. Through haunted plains I ride away from here, forever riding through the lost love. Oh, I'm riding through the lost love.
In the shadow of the mesa, where the ghost towns bleed, stands the hanging tree, old gnarled in creed. Whiskey bottles clink beneath its cursed roots. Dust devils dance, the past reclines in boots. Oh, hanging tree, your branches tell no lies, rustle secrets of the damned neath violent skies. You're the gallows and the grave, the judge so cold, where men's sins are hung heavy, their stories told. Beneath the blood-red sun I met a man undone, his love stolen by the gun, a preacher's wayward son. By the crackling of the train, his tears fell like rain. On scorched earth they echoed a mournful refrain. Oh, hanging tree, your shadows long and bleak, whisper tales of vengeance that the spirits seek. You're the keeper of the souls lost in the fray, holding night to ransom till the break of day. Silence stood a man with no Now rest your weary limbs, no more to sway with the weight of human whims. In the dust, the ghost of justice finds reprieve, as the outlaw finds redemption, and the lost believe.
There in the valley where the shadow lingers, under skies as old as the moon, a church steeple charred and fingered by the wrath of a scorned man's ruin. Whiskey whispers in the ghost town dust, echoes of a train that's gone. No mercy in the church fire, burning red. Flames whisper secrets of the damned and dead. Lost loves lament, a bitter choir singing to the heavens of the church fire. Like an old coat frayed, her locket cold against his chest. Promises like graveyards laid in soil barren as his heart's unrest. Through dust storms that erase the tracks and silent deserts hold the tales untold. No mercy in the church fire, wild and wide. The skies cried ash when the faithful cry. Betrayal silhouette against the pie, cast by the blaze of the church fire. Child, the truth unveiled on that cursed stage drove him deeper into the wild. Forgotten graves unearth their names as he stands alone, the fire's keeper. No mercy in the church fire, souls ascend, haunted by the echoes that will never end. This ghost town knows of desire, forever marked by the church fire.
In the shadow of the hollow, where the cold wind moans, rests a ghost town wrapped in secrets, all dust and bones. There's a whisper amongst the timbers, 'neath the silver moon, of a man who traded love for pain, one wicked June. Whiskey bottles filled with memories, empty as the night,
Train whistles sing of sorrow, fading out of sight. Worn out boots tread through the past, a heart so scarred and frail, on a trail of vengeance for the love that turned the sky to hell. Bible by the burnt church, pages charred and torn. The day the preacher lied to us, the day her vow was sworn. Redemption lost in the smoky rings, our dreams went up in flames. With every shot a memory dies, calling out their names. Whiskey bottles preach the tales, the days when justice failed. Desert stars watch silently in cold truths their veil. Echoes of a love once pure, now whispers in the world. Each footstep a reminder in this forsaken world. At the edge of cursed lands, beneath the blackened sky, face the traitors of my soul, knew one of us would die. Through the storm of lead and rage, saw her face in every flash. The bullets wrote the final page with a thunderous clash. Now I lay beside this forgotten grave, under skies so wide and brave. Revenge was mine, but at a cost. In endless dreams her voice is lost. The desert keeps its secrets well, and silent sands where spirits dwell. A haunted tune the night wind sings, my heart bound to its broken strings. Dusty town where the sun bleeds red, whiskey bottles echo the tales of the dead. A lone train whistle splits the cursed night air, as shadows dance in the square, no one dares to stare. Oh, I struck a deal with the devil's fiery hand, exchanged my soul on this black and forsaken land. In the quiet of the ghost town, my sins whisper cold. Underneath that silver moon, my wicked story told. A forgotten grave unmarked lies out by the weeping willow. A lover's betrayal under the shadow of a church's burned steeple. I loved her as fierce as the desert winds roar, but the devil had plans, now she's gone, her blood on this floor. Yes, I struck a deal with the devil's fiery hand, lost more than I gained on this dark forsaken land. In the hush of the ghost town, my regrets spin and twirl. Underneath that haunted moon, lost my sweet, sweet girl.
like the wails of my doomed soul. In the night, the whiskey whispers of a man who lost control.
Where the desert shadows fall, lone cypress standing sentinel, the lone wolf starts to call. Dust devils dance on cursed lands where my boots tread worn and thin. Ghost town echoes haunt my nights with the sins of might have been. Oh, buried deep where the silent rivers flow, in the heart of a gunslinger under moon's eerie glow. Revenge is a lover lost in the wind's relentless sigh, burning fires in forgotten graves beneath the blackened sky. The train whistle cuts the silence like the lies she told so sweet. In the chapel by the altar where our fates did once meet, her betrayal, serpent's kiss, under that old sycamore tree, led me to this lonesome path carved out by destiny. Oh, buried deep, where the shadows cling to rust, in the soul of a gunslinger, driven by a heart unjust. Whispers in the sandstorm's howl, crafting my decrepit tide. Stars witness in the heavens to this desperado's cry. Silver badge and a loaded gun, fire in my veins so cold. She's a memory fading fast, but her lies they never old. By the crackling fire I see her face in every burning flame. But tonight with the cold steel I'll end this wicked game. So buried deep where no one else will roam, in the grave of a gunslinger, I finally found my home. Sins washed in the moonlight as the desert claims its own. Here I lay my heart to rest in the dust from which it's grown. Ghost town's cries where the shadows claim the midday sun. I ride with a bottle, the whiskey's my guide past church bones where faith once died. The wind's a sermon that whispers of sin in the forsaken places I've been. Riding through the ashes under cursed skies, haunting the silence where my old love lies. The echoes of train whistles far and wide, carrying my sorrow in the night I confide. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, betrayed by a kiss. In the twilight she cried, the heart of a gambler with debts unpaid led me to the barrel of a gun betrayed. A storm came and washed my sins in the sand, left me a phantom in a barren land. Riding through the ashes with ghosts at my side, searching for redemption where my demons hide. Each whistle's a reminder of what I once defied. In the dust storms of memory, endlessly I ride. In the mirror of the night, under starlit confession, I face my reflection in its haunting question. Was it vengeance or salvation in the paths I chose? Only the desert knows. Only the desert knows. Riding through the ashes, finding peace at last. In the quiet of a grave, all my pains are past. Burning bridges light my way to where I belong, amidst silent desert songs. This is where I'm strong. In the shadow of a burned out church with the devil at my side, dust kicks up where the hope once lived and the long gone brides are cried. Moonlight casts a guilty glow on whiskey lying spent. Echoes of a train whistle from a time that's long been rent. Whispers in the outlaw heart like wind through cursed land. Tales of love lost to the storm and life slipping through my hands. Each gust a ghostly serenade, each star a witness stark. I roam these silent deserts with whispers in my bones of ghost towns where my broken dreams reside. I met her eyes like summer skies, but winter was her guide. She left with secrets wrapped in cloaks under cover of the night. In her wake a trail of smoke and the fading of the light. Beneath the moon's cold hand, each step a chapter of the past, each breath a parting mark. I wander lost horizons with whispers in my heart. By the forgotten graves I've come to terms with my own sins. Her voice a haunting melody that dances on the wind. The truth is sharp as death.
that never settles. Revenge a bitter road ahead, twisting like the devil's. Tonight I'll ride in this curse, or let it claim my part. A soul adrift in shadows with whispers in its heart. In the heart of a ghost town, under moonlit decay, lies a tale of an outlaw. In the shadows he sways. Whiskey bottles lay empty by the door of the church, while the wind plays a dirge for a love left in the lurch. Dust dances with memories like specters of strife, in the land where his sins seem to cut like a knife. Hear the train whistle mourning, through the silence it parts. Burn out flames in the chapel like his outlaw heart. Through the cursed barren lands where the lost lovers meet, he rides seeking redemption on a road incomplete. Once a love burned so fiercely in her eyes like a flame, but betrayal's sharp whisper turned warmth into blame. In a duel under starlight, blood mixed with the sand, her new lover lay dying by the outlaw's own hand. Now the echoes of laughter turn to cries in the night, as he remembers the flash of the gunfire's bright light. Hear the train whistle crying, through the silence it parts. Burn out flames in the chapel like his outlaw heart. In the haunted forgotten graves where cold vengeance lies, he wanders forever with tears in his eyes. By the light of a fire in the cold desert air, he faces the ghosts of the past standing there. With each whisper of sand, he confronts what he's done. The outlaw, the lover, the lost, lonesome one. Hear the train whistle fading, through the silence it parts. Ashes cold in the chapel like his outlaw heart. Amidst whispers of redemption, in the dead of the night, he lays down his burdens in the fading firelight.
In the heart of a ghost town, silence under a blood moon's glow. Whiskey bottle laying shattered where the cold wind blows. Echoes of the train whistle cutting through the night. Church bells burn to cinders, embers light the fight. Midnight in the ashes where the lost souls weep, haunted by the secrets that the shadow deserts keep. On a bed of broken promises under stars that curse your name, midnight keeps repeating, every night the same. Dust storms swirl the memories of a love that's been betrayed.
Silhouettes of what was in the twilight start to fade. She vanished like the smoke from the barrel of my gun, left me with the echoes of what I'd undone. Midnight in the ashes where the past won't find its rest. Every whisper in the darkness puts my soul to test. With a heart weighed down by vengeance and eyes too dry to weep, midnight chants the sorrow, stealing peace from sleep. Upon an outlaw with eyes much like my own, reflection of my darkest nights into my marrow bone. He said, look into the shadows, that's where your answers lie. In the mirror of the night sky I saw just my rifle and I. Midnight in the ashes, now I make my stand. Fate's a twisted road that's guided by a vengeful hand. Let the stars bear witness to the deeds that must unfold. In the ashes of the midnight, let the truth be told.
In the shadow of the old church spire, the town lies hushed, it's past the fire. Whiskey bottles by gravestones scattered, echoes of laughter now shards and tattered. The wind whispers secrets old and grim through streets where light grows dim. Beneath the ashes and lace lies hidden the tale of a love turned cold and a face gone pale, a heart betrayed where the wild dogs wail under moonlit skies and a ghostly veil. She wore lace soft and fine, her eyes like stars used to shine. Whispers grew in the cursed night air of a lover's deceit and a dark despair. Now she walks the silent, dusty plains where nothing moves but the last train's remains. Beneath the ashes and lace lies hidden a tale of a love turned cold and a face gone pale, a heart betrayed where the wild dogs wail under moonlit skies and a ghostly veil. In the church's shadow by the light of the flame, I confronted the ghost of her lingering pain. The truth burned clear in the desert's cold breath, revealing a path that led straight to her death. Beneath the ashes and lace, I found my release. In the land of the lost, I lay down my peace. Forgiveness or vengeance, the line wears thin. I choose the quiet, let the stars begin. Under the endless desert sky so wide, I bury my heart where all the loves have died. In the heart of a dusty valley wide, where the shadows play tricks by the moonlight's side, I ride past whispers of a cursed land's breath, through ghost towns and secrets like dancing with death. Every step stirs the stories the old winds tell of a gunslinger's glory and the night he fell. Oh, I'm riding through the gunslinger under stars that mourn in cold ember. In his silence I find my own, chasing echoes of blood and bone. Whiskey's warmth guides my resolve as I seek what only time can absolve. The tailwind's back to a love so bold, in a town too young to be so old. She was a light in a place run wild. He was a man whose heart she beguiled. But betrayal came with a storm, swift gust left him for dead in the desert dust. Yes, I'm riding through the gunslinger, each mile dressed in dusk's dark linger. In his vengeance I find my pain beneath the cries of a night train. Whiskey numbs the past cruel sting as I ride where church bells no longer ring. In the silence between gunshots and preachers pray lies a truth that I've hunted since he went astray. Face to face with the ghost in the fading light, my heart's mirror shattered by the forsaken night. Revelations fire in this lonely fight, echoes of him and me, riding through the night. Now I'm riding through the gunslinger with a spirit free and a heart somber. In his story my demons lay bare, crossing deserts of endless despair. Whiskey whispers of what must be done as I accept the man I've become. And the haunting fear, the gunslinger's path, both far and near. In the cold heart of a land wild and vast, I find peace in the shadows that we cast. Out where the wind whispers tales of betrayal, under the shadow of a blood-red moon, stands a lone figure by the tracks frail, humming a sad forsaken tune. Whiskey bottles lay buried in sand next to the ruins of a burnt-out church. This cursed land's tied to a ghostly hand on a heartbroken lover's endless search. In the ashes of the devil's deal, where lost souls wander and kneel, lies the story of a love that died beneath the stars of a silent desert sky. By the light of a dying fire's glow, he recalls her laughter mingled with sin. A dusty storm swept her away slow, leaving trails of a might have been. A whispered promise turned to scream in a ghost town where their dreams fell apart. Every dusk is a broken dreamer's dream in the graveyard of his once hopeful heart. In the ashes of the devil's deal, where silence whispers try to heal,
Dreams of a love that turned to cry under the haunting endless desert sky. Dust, he faced his fears, a revolver's truth at the devil's ear. Betrayal's cost was steep and clear in the echo of a distant train's jeer. In the ashes of the devil's deal, he found the strength to finally feel no more shadow, he stands revealed as the dawn breaks over cursed fields. Now the desert holds his tale, a ballad song where the brave fail. In the cold light truths prevail, in the ashes he broke the spell. Out where the sky bleeds into the dusty plains, a ghost town whispers secrets held by chains. Silent desert cries under a cursed moon's glare. Whiskey bottles empty, left in despair. Echoes of train whistles cut through thin air. Just shadows of the lost, the damned don't dare. No mercy in the cursed land, only tales of fading hands. Forgotten graves where no one stands. This land will make no amends. Burned out church with a broken cross. Love and hope have paid the cost. In the dust we bear our loss. No mercy in the cursed land. Rode in from the east with a heart on fire. Found my love's locket beside the funeral pyre. Trusted a man with a serpent sneer. His betrayal was as sharp as it was clear. Night falls heavy, revenge is near. Bullets for the traitor, jury of peers. No mercy in the cursed land. Echoes of a reprimand. Lonely souls with gun in hand. The devil plays a losing hand. Ashes scatter where they stand. Promises are like shifting sand. In the dark we've made our plans. No mercy in the
dusty, forgotten town. The church bells rang a hollow sound. Whiskey bottles lay scattered in the street. Echoes of footsteps, a ghost heartbeat. Flames lick the steeple in a devil's choir. Last prayers whispered in the church fire. Gone with the church fire. Redemption burns too. Ashes of love in the mist, lost from view. Marked by the shadows of sins I conspire. Cursed lands whisper in the night of the fire. Silver, caught in the light, beneath the veil of that tragic night. Promises made under starlit skies turned to smoke before my eyes. Betrayal's sharp sting, love's cruel satire, fueled the flames of that church fire. Gone with the church fire, where dreams retire. Silent deserts hold the tales of the lyre. Echoes of a train whistle, mournful and dire. Tracks leading nowhere, just the church fire. I saw her face, haunting the aisles, a specter displaced. She reached through the flames, through the bitter pyre. In her eyes, the coldness of a hard gun's ire. I understood then, in that furnace empire, love was a ghost in the church fire. Gone with the church fire, into the blackened spire. I walk alone this cursed mire. No redemption calls, no angelic choir. Just the wind and the dust and the church fire. In the dusk of serpent's prayer, where the devil casts his lot, the wind whispers secrets in a town God forgot. Whiskey bottles lay empty under tumbling skies of red. Every soul's a shadow in the land of the dead. Serpents call on the steeple, church burns down to cries, forgotten prayers falling on ghost town lies. The heart of the desert holds a bitter cursed freight. Shadows stretch long as justice fades away. I once loved a maiden with eyes like stormy dreams, in a place where silence drowned out the screams. Betrayed by a brother with a heart turned to stone, now her whispers haunt the night in the winds that moan. Serpents call on the steeple, church burns down to cries, lonely spirits wailing under bloodshot skies. The heart of the desert knows my sorrowful claim. Shadows swallow sunsets, and with them my name. At the crossroads I stand, gun heavy in my hand. Echoes of the train over the forsaken land. His shadow meets mine under the cursed moon's glow. Two brothers lock eyes, reaping the seeds once sown. Serpents call on the steeple, the past in flames does lay. Ashes float to heaven, but my soul it stays. The heart of the desert, cold under starry expanse. In the shadows of serpent's prayer, I had my last dance. Out where the wind moans through the ghostly plains, whiskey bottles lay, bearing forgotten names. Underneath that old gallows tree, a secret's kept in shade. Whispers bout a cursed land where the devil's debts are paid. A dust storm soul stirs the sands of sin, where the sun burns scorn as the tales begin. Train whistles cry like a siren's eerie wail, guiding lost souls on this damned and dusty trail. In the devil's silent grave, where the shadows go to weep, lies a tale of a man with promises the devil didn't keep. Burning churches lit the night with flames that kiss the sky. Echoes of the fallen ones who never meant it to die. lone coyote cries, love lost to a bullet by a traitor's cold hand. In the depths of the silent desert, he made his final stand. The town was empty, a ghost of the past, a testament to memories that weren't meant to last. Her locket in his pocket and her vision in his gaze. He drank from a bottle marked with yesterdays. In the devil's silent grave, where the lost spirits roam, stands a man seeking vengeance in the place he once called home. The night air carries sorrow of love and bullets spent, as he searches for the traitor on a path of lament. At the crossroads, he faced the fiend, in the dust where truth and lies intervene. Your soul or your enemy, the devil's voice did croon, underneath the haunting glow of the bloodshot moon. In the devil's silent grave, the gunslinger found his peace, with a bullet for his betrayer and a heart that's now ceased. The desert holds their secrets and the tales of the night, in the land where justice sleeps with the wrong set right. Out where the wind moans its final plea, the devil's silent grave keeps its company.